Hey, Scott Lera, president of militaryfairs.com, your one-stop shop for travel. If you're a member of the military, if you're a veteran like I am, or a family member of a military person, go to militaryfairs.com. Hotel, airfare, destinations, you name it, militaryfairs.com. A friend of mine saw me the other day and said, "Hey, Scott." I said, "Hey, what?" "My passport's expired and I'm going to Cancun in June. What do I do?" Well, you got to get your passport renewed. Go to Walgreens or CVS, get a new passport photo and get that sent in. Now, you're going to ask me, what's the turnaround time now? Well, for a regular processing for a passport or a renewal, 6 to 8 weeks. And if you get it expedited, which is going to cost you more, you're looking at 2 to 3 weeks for a new passport or a renewal. So I urge you right now, don't wait, don't hesitate. Go find your passport and look at that expiration date. Because if you kind of space out on it and you're busy working, you're going to the country club, you're doing stuff at work, you're preparing for a big event, whatever, maybe you got a wedding or something, and the last thing you think about is opening that passport book and seeing that expiration date, it could be crunch time. I know a lot of people actually who've come up to me and said, "Oh my gosh, my passport's expired." Now you can use several companies. Now it could cost $300, $400, $500 to really get it super rushed. But who wants to pay that kind of money? So the thing about passports is, another question I get is, "Hey Scott, I got 6 months left on my passport to the expiration date. Can I?" Well, I tell you, I wouldn't. Because there are some countries that want you to have more than 6 months remaining on your passport because they're concerned, "I'm alone, I'm afraid, something happens, I'm stuck, I meet a girl," whatever it is, you're going to be stuck there in the country longer than 6 months, especially if you get hurt. Look at this incident now in Turks and Caicos, and this should be for another video. But you've heard about these 3 guys who went to Turk and Caicos and they forgot that they had bullets in their bags or in their backpacks. And so they get off the cruise, they get off the plane. Who knows how they got that far without TSA intercepting those bullets? And that's a question that TSA is going to be answering. But, you go to Turks and Caicos, you have your backpack or whatever, and then you're getting back to go on the ship, and then boom, they see these 2 or 3 bullets in your backpack, and there's now strict laws in Grand Turk and Caicos that I guess foreigners can't have bullets. And so these 3 guys, I think the minimum jail sentence is like 12 years. So that goes back to the passport issue where, if you just got 6 months on your passport, now you got something else to worry about getting back home if something bad, and that's a very rare incident that would happen. What's more likely, and you see this all the time with these pier runners, where you have these cruisers who go to Nassau or Grand Turk or wherever, and they're not on the ship's time, or they forget, or somebody gets drunk, or the wife is busy shopping, and then they're running back to the ship, and the ship is sailing away into the sunset. And you better have some extra time on your passport because you're going to need to get back to the U.S. or catch that cruise at the next port of call. So let's talk about passports one last time before I wrap up. Get your passport today. Look at it, see what your expiration date is. If you're going to be traveling soon and you have less than 6 months on it, I would get that thing renewed ASAP. I know AAA, you can go down there. They'll help you get your passport renewed quicker. You can just Google it. Google, fast passport. But you better have your credit card ready because you're looking at $300, $400, $500 to get it back in 3, 4, 5 days. A friend of mine actually drove down to Miami and had to have an appointment to get in quicker. They had to approve their itinerary to show they were leaving like in a week or 2, and they were able to get that passport quicker. But especially when you travel, you want to reduce as much stress as possible. And the number one way to reduce stress is to make sure your passport is good to go. Scott Lera, president of militaryfairs.com. Have a great day. The weekend's coming up. Talk to you again tomorrow. Thank you.